here. Yeah, we don't have school today. We don't have e-learning. Here we are. There we are. I see us. Okay, let me get to the page.
I see me.
I see you. See, I'm trying to the page. So if you're joining us, we do not have e-learning today, so it's kind of like a free day for us.
We get to do whatever we want.
You're so funny. I'm trying to get to the post to see. We've got 2 viewers. Hello, wave to us and say hi.
Hi. I waved and said hi.
I know, I'm asking the people to. I'm trying to see if this post will come up over here. Come on. Hi. It is a gorgeous day here, so I don't know how many people will join us. If you're outside enjoying the beautiful weather, no problem. You can catch the replay. But we're going to be here making grilled cheese sandwiches. My kids are going to do all of it.
Yay.
And I hope that if you are a kid tuning in, that you make a grilled cheese for yourself too. Ready?
Do I get to make my own?
Yeah, well, we're gonna make one at a time in the frying pan, but we're also gonna talk about a trick to bake them in the oven.
Ooh, oven bakes.
Oven bakes. Yep. So I have one ready to show everybody when we get started here.
Yep, we baked it earlier.
Yes, we did. All right. So today's equipment and necessary ingredients. Yeah, I did. Bread.
Butter. Cheese. Butter.
I'm gonna get. There's 2 pieces of bread right here.
We need the butter.
Yeah, we're gonna need the butter. I have 2 different kinds of butter.
And different kinds of cheese.
And different kinds of cheese. Okay, so what we have here is just like a frying pan, a non-stick frying pan. Optionally, I would like it to be like a bigger pan, but this is the only one that I have that works with my induction burner. So we have this size today, so we'll make 1 sandwich at a time. On my actual oven back here, we have like a griddle pan, which we would make it on, but you wouldn't be able to see us doing that. So we're gonna do it here in the frying pan. And then we're also gonna talk a little bit about, I'm gonna show you how I just made a half of a sandwich earlier, but this one was baked in the oven, and it's
No cheese.
still, no, there's cheese in it. See, it's still pretty crispy. It's been done for about 30 minutes, so it's kind of solidified again, but you can do it in the oven too, so we're gonna talk a little bit about that. Okay, so what we're gonna do, calm down. Is we're gonna take our 2 pieces of bread, and what you're gonna want to do, we'll wait to preheat it. I'm gonna let Teddy do the buttering and Millie do the cooking today.
I want the butter.
You want to do the butter too?
I wanted to know how you do it.
Yeah. So he can either use this kind of butter, or we have like an Earth Balance, which is like a spreadable butter.
I want to do this.
You want to do this one? Okay. So I'm just gonna teach and show everyone first. When you're doing it, you're gonna want to scrape across and get a small amount of butter. That's just gonna make it a little bit more spreadable, okay? You can do like a pat of butter, but it helps to kind of like loosen up the butter. And this is also at room temperature, so make sure you're just gonna gently push across, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to get like every little inch covered in butter, but you're gonna want to get a lot of it covered in butter. Yep. So we'll do it together across the top, okay?
It looks like nice on
Isn't that
top.
kind of cool? You can try it. Very good.
Top.
That's plenty. Okay, you can keep going, that's fine. Sometimes you'll find like margarines or like I said, the Earth Balance or those kind of spreads will spread more easily. Butter is gonna give you the best flavor, I think, but if you're non-dairy, then obviously you're gonna use something else. We always use non-salted butter in our family.
Even though I like salt.
He loves salt. Oh, here's some comments. I was wondering, no one's commenting. Okay. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Mason, Mallory, and Addison. Happy half birthday, Addison. I just now saw the comments. Lucky ducks, I still have to work. Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, Mom. I wasn't seeing the comments before. Sorry, I didn't realize people were saying anything for some reason. It is not showing up. Let me pop to this video right here. He's live now. Okay, so Tidy's doing a really great job. So he's gonna do both pieces of bread. So you're gonna do all your buttering and preparations first. So if you decide that you want, before we start cooking this, he's gonna keep going with the butter, but I'm gonna talk a little bit about baking grilled cheese. So if you have a large family or if you have a bunch of kids over, which I know probably most people can't be having play dates or anything, so you won't have them over right now, but play dates can happen again. Yeah, there's cheese in there. You can do a large amount of grilled cheese in your oven so everyone can have a nice warm sandwich at the same time. So I'm I'm just going to show you exactly what we would do with Teddy's sandwich if we were baking it instead of putting it in the frying pan. So once he's ready, and if you have like a bunch of children at your house, they can all make their own grilled cheese. They can butter their own bread, pick what kind of cheese they want, if they want to put a deli meat in there as well. And then you're going to line them all up, and I'll show you right here, on a baking pan. So I have 2 baking pans. What you're going to do is put aluminum foil, that's great honey, aluminum foil down, and then you're going to put the buttered side down. That's okay honey, I'm going to do it.
Do
The buttered
I
side.
have to bake mine on the
No, I'm just going to show an example. I'm not going to actually bake it right now. So then you would put like the buttered side down, the cheese, and then the buttered side up. And then you'll put another piece of aluminum foil on top. So you can have an entire tray full of sandwiches. And then you're going to put another tray on top, and this kind of pushes it down and gives it some weight. So you're going to have this, and it's going to be like, oh, a sandwich, a pan sandwich. Okay, and then you're going to bake those in the oven that is preheated to 450 degrees for 5 to 7 minutes. Pull them out, check them, make sure they're nice and golden brown. They could take a little bit longer, but this one was, I just did a half a sandwich, and this was how brown. And you can hear it's crunchy.
the back side's not.
Yeah, it's not as crunchy in the back because it's been sitting, but it was pretty crunchy when I first took it out. It's been about a half hour, and then you'll have grilled cheese for everyone. So that's just a trick if you want. We'll taste the warm one, okay? So it's a trick if you have a large crowd, you want to make a bunch of grilled cheese in the oven.
Oh, look at the butter bump. So do I put these together
Okay.
now?
No. So we have 2 pieces of bread. They picked me flowers today. That's why those are out. Those beautiful flowers. Thank you. So you have your 2 pieces of bread, and it's a little bit messy. You're gonna flip one over because that's gonna go into the pan, and then you're gonna select the type of cheese you want to put on. You want to put the singles, or do you want to put cheddar or Colby Jack?
Both.
Both. Okay. So we
I
don't
put
all of them. We don't use a ton of this cheese in our house, but it does make a delicious grilled cheese. So if you have like singles,
I want this one.
okay, let me keep talking, then we'll do it. Okay.
Actually, wait, I didn't want it.
This one melts really, really well, and it has that kind of like iconic flavor of a grilled cheese. So you can use like Kraft singles. You can use shredded cheese if you have. You can use the cheese alternative, whatever you need. The reason I like Colby Jack is that there's Monterey Jack in it. Yeah, let me talk about it a little bit more. Could you just be a little bit more patient? Thank you. Okay, so Monterey Jack is a very high, a very low melt point, and it's just like a lot creamier of a cheese. So that's why I always recommend using that if you're gonna make a grilled cheese. So then we're gonna put our cheese in. You can put as much or as little as you want. I wouldn't recommend more than 3 slices total. We'll do yours in a second, honey, okay? I think this is great. Oh, it's gonna be super cheesy. I think 2 is
I
good.
like cheese.
You want all of it? Okay, we're gonna have a super cheesy 3 slices. Okay, and we'll do yours a little bit after the video, okay, honey? We only have room for 1 cheese. Oops, we're not ready. We're not ready. Remember, we need to have a lot of patience with our children in the kitchen because they don't like to follow directions at all times. Okay, so, and you have to, kids, if you're watching, pay attention to your parents or your guardians, whoever's watching you. They want to keep you safe in the kitchen, okay? So the next thing you're going to do is preheat your pan. So this isn't on. I'm going to turn it on. And we're going to turn it on to low. Okay, medium low is fine, medium low. So if you have like a gas stove, kind of like a lowish flame, okay? So we want to make sure this is getting preheated. And then once it's preheated, and this will preheat pretty quickly, we're going to put it in the pan, okay?
Then my lunch will be ready.
Oh, not quite.
A
Let me, oops.
little bit?
Okay. Yep. We've loving the oven idea. We've discovered Kerrygold spreadable butter. Oh my goodness. I didn't know Kerrygold made a spreadable. Thanks for sharing that. Where did you find that, Jen? The oven idea is really fun. And I just did a half of one earlier.
It's warm.
Is it warm?
Yeah.
Okay, so now
Now
you put your sandwich in. Yeah, put it in. Okay, just kind of gently. You need to throw it in there. We're just gonna let it cook for a couple of minutes. Okay, the key with grilled cheese is low and slow. You do want the butter to cook and caramelize on the bread, but you don't want it to cook too fast because it'll brown and your cheese won't get melty. What's your question?
Will the butter be gone when it's done?
Well, yes, it will be gone when it's done because we're going to cook one side of the sandwich and then we're going to use a spatula. Millie's friend Leah got her this whole set of kid utensils for her birthday, so she's using one today. But we're going to flip it. It's the perfect size for her little hands, okay? So she's using it. So if you're watching, Leah, thank you. Millie loves it and she was super excited. We almost couldn't find it before we started because the babies had been playing with them, but we found it and washed it and it's ready to go. So she's gonna flip that in just another minute or two. Okay, just stay right there.
I see white on the cheese plate.
You see the white on the cheese a little bit?
It's melting.
Yeah.
I think.
There we go. Let me turn off the volume. Now I can see people's comments. Great, thank you. I just want to say, Jen, that's awesome. Kerrygold spreadable butter. I'm going to look for that. That sounds delicious. Kerrygold makes amazing butter. It's really delicious. We usually save that kind of butter for like, you know, if you're eating like a fresh warm roll or bread, put that on there. It's so good. Baking with Kerrygold must be really nice. You bake with Kerrygold too? Okay, I'm just going to do a little check under here.
Wait, what's Kerrygold again?
It's a type of butter, honey.
No, it's buttering up the pan because there's
Yeah, it's still not brown yet, so this could take a couple of minutes. I know often, even as a parent, if you're trying to like rush and make a grilled cheese, you'll crank the heat up, but then you might get it to be a little bit too brown, and then who doesn't like a brown grilled cheese? These guys, right?
No, I like
It's
it.
brown.
No, I like it.
You do like them? I'll crank it up just, what?
But I don't like the brown ones if they're for grilled cheese.
If they're for grilled cheese.
I mean, on the tortilla.
Oh, and a quesadilla. Is that what you're trying to say? You don't like it if it turns brown for a quesadilla.
It's like a fire pit.
Oh, it is kind of like a fire pit.
Because it's warm.
So what are your guys' plans for the weekend? We are probably going to be outside.
I want to put up the swing swivel on the swing.
He wants to put the swing swivel on the new nut swing, so that'll be really fun.
We got it.
And you know what, actually, I was working on a post this morning. I'm going to put our homemade lemonade recipe up. I'll publish it probably a little bit after this video, so it's a great weekend to make homemade lemonade. So I'm going to put the recipe up.
Didn't we already do a class for that?
We did, but the recipe isn't on the website right now. So I'm just going to check it again. Oh, yours is like really nice, Millie. Okay, so I'm going to have you stick it, I'm going to show you what I want you to do, and then you're going to do it, okay? I'm going to bring it over to you. You're going to stick it all the way under.
Oh no.
It's okay.
Yay.
And then you're going to lift it, and then you're going to, as quickly as you can, flip it. If it falls apart or something, don't worry about it. Mama can fix it, okay? So let me bring this closer to you. All right, try to get it under. Shake back and forth. There you go. Okay, get it all the way under. Lift it through. Oh, you did it!
We did it!
Yay! Look at that. Okay, and I'm just going to show everybody how nice and golden brown this is. You can see. Let's see. Sorry, I'm holding it in this weird way. It's like a beautiful golden brown. It smells really good.
Can we make lemonade?
Oh, now she wants to make lemonade.
Lemonade this weekend.
Okay, so this is going to take a couple more minutes on this side. You can see some of that cheese. See how it's melting? You can even see it starting to melt here. So you just have to have a little bit of patience when you're making grilled cheese, especially with your children. They're going to want it to be done right away. Always have to be really patient because that's how we get nice melty cheese and a crisp toast. But the oven method is also really great. Everyone can just kind of do a little assembly line, make their sandwich, and then you can start baking them. They can go play, get ready.
While this is cooking, can I go get a drink?
Sure, if you need a drink. You need to go get a drink while they're cooking. So yeah, the baking method I love to do too. But we wanted to show you that kids can actually do it over the stove too. You just have to be there watching, but it's something that they can definitely do. They can make grilled cheese for the whole family.
Right now, I'm just trying to pat it on to make sure it's really on.
It's really on there. Oh, you don't need to do anything, Teddy. We're good. We're good.
Good.
Thank you. All
Now
right.
it's good.
Okay.
I see a little cheese pool in there.
Do you see a little cheese pool?
Yeah, it's like a little cheese.
Here, Mommy will show you. It's really getting
It's
melty.
stuck. It's stuck. It's stuck.
It's supposed to be. I know there are a few tricks that we'll talk. Marion Wesley. Yeah. Hey, Marion. How are you? Love your apron. Thank you.
Mitchell today had to go to the doctor.
Oh yes, the twins had an appointment at the doctor this morning.
We played
Their
video.
15-month checkup.
Yeah, play video. And if they didn't get their shots last time, they would have gotten it today.
Yes,
But
they
today they
ended up
didn't.
not needing to get shots today, which is very good. Yep, they did great.
The
They're
last time
they're
they
enormous. Mitchell's enormous.
The last time, they were like super small and they were screaming.
Wesley's 25.
Yeah. Oh,
Mitchell-
Papa says hi.
Wesley's 25 pounds and Mitchell's like 28 and a half.
Very good. So I'm just gonna check it again for you.
You got it right.
Oh, it's looking almost totally done.
Yeah.
It's super
I love
exciting. And we're gonna cut this one in half and show everyone a really gorgeous cheese pull. We're gonna do a live cheese pull for you.
Cheese pull.
A cheese pull. So you cut like a cheesy sandwich apart, and then you and Millie will each get to hold a half of it and then pull it apart and see if cheese drips down. That's the real test to like a delicious grilled cheese or like a really ooey gooey sandwich is the cheese pull.
Cheese pull.
Cheese pull.
It's where you pull cheese apart.
Yes, and I think we're almost ready for our cheese pull.
Cheese pull.
Okay, I'm gonna check one more time. Guys, we'll put it right. Did you move it away? Oh yeah, we're looking good. We're gonna put it on the. Let me turn this guy off. Clear. All right, my induction burner. Okay, Millie. So what I'm gonna have you do is take your spatula, just like when you flipped it. You're gonna get it underneath. You can hold on to this. This part's. Oh, there you go. Put it right on the cutting board. Excellent. Just leave it. Didn't fall. Yeah, it is hot.
It smells
We're
good.
gonna push this out of the way.
And my lunch smells good.
Your lunch smells good. Okay, then we're gonna get one of your kids' knives out.
Oh yeah. Can I cut it?
Yes, I'm gonna let you cut it. I'm gonna see which size knife I'm gonna have you. So use this one. Okay, so this is our Zuli kids knife. It's great for the kids. Wait, I'm gonna talk about it. See, this is what I'm talking about. Patience. Take a deep breath because children can be impulsive and just want to do it without following
Smells
directions.
delicious.
Okay. It does smell really delicious. We're gonna talk. Remember, we're teaching a class here, and we want to tell everyone how they should cut it. So you actually want to let this maybe sit for about a minute or two before you cut into it. Okay, so that's why we're talking. A minute or two later. Okay, and this is our kids knife. It's like can't hurt them. I mean, you probably really could hurt yourself if you truly tried.
Yeah.
But it's pretty safe. We use these a lot now. I'm so glad that I got them and tried them out. I'll put
You can put a link.
I can put a link up there if anybody wants to try them out. They're great. They make great gifts. Okay, so I think it's fun to do it at an angle, but for the great cheese pull, I think we'll just do it in half, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna gently saw back and forth and press down. Well, no, wait, I'm gonna move this closer to you. So you're gonna make sure, gently. Nice sawing, that's okay. And press down, it's okay.
Why can't we see the line?
There, you
Cheese.
did excellent.
Cheesy.
All right, now, Millie, take one side. Let's see if we get a cheese pull. Well, we didn't get much of a cheese pull, did we? But it looks really well melted.
But I did get a good one.
So you guys can each take a bite of it. You can each have a half. You don't want this half? All right, take a bite and let me know what you think. Oh, there's the cheese pull. You got a nice cheese pull out of your mouth. Oh, Millie got a really good cheese pull. There's one. That's what we were looking for. All right.
It's hot.
How was it?
Hot.
Besides hot.
Good.
Was it tasty?
My lunch.
You made it.
It
All
is-
right.
Hey, I can stick my fingers through it. My lunch.
Yes, there you go. So I hope you guys had fun. I hope you make grilled cheeses and that you can either bake them or make them on the stovetop. Thanks for joining us today, and we hope you have a wonderful weekend.
I have cheese rope.
You have a cheese rope instead of a cheese pull.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Can I make mine?